You know, this church was built in 1862, 5 years before Scripture Union began, in fact. Here we are, nearly 150 years later, and we're in the middle of the Living Hope process. We're coming up to our meeting in November in Malaysia, where we're going to be discerning what God has to say to us as a movement, as a global movement, about our future direction and the shape of how we should move into that future. So, the community listening phase of Living Hope is now over, and the material's been analysed, and we're going to get reports on that and feedback on that in Malaysia in November. Between now and then, there's a few extra things you can be doing though. The first one is this: please join the discussion forums. The discussion forums are online. You can access them through the Facebook group. You'll see the link there, and you'll see the link on the Living Hope website as well. But it's a way for you to join a discussion about some quite deep thinking that we'd like to do before we get to Malaysia. You don't have to write a lot. Just go in, put a thought in, put a few comments in, and that will be fine. Don't feel as if you have to spend hours and hours thinking and writing. Just put some comments in, and let's get a conversation happening around the world around the issues and the questions that we're putting up on a weekly basis on that forum. Now, the second thing relates to Malaysia, and that is that the people coming to Malaysia, our senior leaders around the world, are not the only people who can participate in the Malaysia meeting in November. We're going to be producing a daily video and audio program of some of the key things that happen there, including questions that will be being discussed in Malaysia, and that will be put up on YouTube. And that means that your office, your movement can participate in what's happening in Malaysia. Not only can you listen to it and see it and discuss the issues that have been discussed there, we're also wanting you to then feed your thoughts back to us, and you can do that via the Facebook group page, because your feedback will go into the mix that will determine the recommendations and the decisions that are made through that conference. Every SU person around the world should be able to participate in the November conference, and we're doing everything we can to make that possible. Now, we'd like you to tell us whether your movement's planning to participate or not. To know that will just help us in our planning. So if you're a national director or a senior leader, could you please let us know, just through the Facebook group would be fine, just let us know whether you're planning to be involved and use that service, that video service that we'll have in place in November. That's going to help us a lot. Those are the two things I wanted to say for now. It's been a great experience so far. We continue to look forward to what God has to say to us as a global movement as we move into the future. And this Living Hope process is really helping us to do that. So let's continue to listen, talk to each other, discern what God's saying to us, and down the track we'll be putting some plans into action. Looking forward to it all. See you later.